welcome back to the channel. Really sorry we have not done a video for a little while. I think it's been almost about 2 weeks since we bought the dreaded pallet of rubbish. Just wanted to give you basically just a quick update to tell that how bad a mistake that was. I know we've finished the other video short because basically, yeah, we're just really severely annoyed with the amount of rubbish and the quality of the products that were in the pallets. And just basically, yes, we've gone through every single item there. We've very little gone on eBay for sale. We have had a lot of obviously broken stuff and a lot of second-hand stuff. We have sold majority of like a bedding stuff because bedding was okay, apart from some of ripped packaging. We had to sell it obviously very cheap on Facebook, however it has gone. We have also palletized basically whatever was left into a pallet and trying to sell the pallet without any luck at the moment whatsoever. It's really hard to imagine if you think you spend £1,200 to get a lot of stuff, and I just wanted to brush this under the carpet and move on. However, as you could imagine, you have to deal with obviously the stuff that is left, and you can't just sort of take it down the tip because there's a lot of the stuff there. Even if we hire a skip, that's actually going to take a whole skip and add on another couple of £100 on the top of the value of the obviously of the pallet. So we have to basically find time. I had to find time to palletize and to go through everything to basically make no money whatsoever, which was a really sad state of events. I don't know guys if you really found that recently, but also the sales been absolutely atrocious. We're sort of getting, I don't know, on average like 20 or 30 sales a day, and it's just really poor considering, I don't know whether it's whatever's happening in the news have an effect, I don't know, or the cost of living, but obviously the things that people buy is basically like a consumables. But even though that's really slowed down a lot, to be fair, we felt really disheartened after we've done obviously a couple of purchases. We bought the bed pallet of the £1,200, and I still have the pallet of slippers, or however many pallets of slippers that owe me like £2,000, and we have not only managed to sell like one pair of slippers. So if any of you guys actually do want to buy slippers, please have a look in our shop, because I do really have to have them gone. And basically with the really poor sales and obviously a couple of really bad investments recently, we're sort of thinking like, shall we just give up and just go and find ourselves another job, and actually just because it's so disheartening. If the sales are there, you don't really mind if you sort of done a mistake and you spend, you know, whatever money you spend. It's not so bad because, you know, the stuff is coming in, money coming back in, you can build the funds back up. But when there's no sales happening, or very little sales, it's very difficult to sort of get up and go and sort of get on with your work. So it's actually very surprising. As I said before, the financial backup is very important. It's very important that you have some money behind you. But again, you'd be very surprised how quickly the money disappear if there is no sales, obviously because you still have to pay for taxes and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, yeah, let's move on. Also wanted to ask you guys what you thought of a new eBay selling, what to call it, platform, selling options. Like, you know, suddenly they've changed the new whole layout of how you list the items for sale, and you can actually do videos. I think I've done a video before, and I said how great would that be if they give you an option to do a mini video like what they do in on Etsy. You can actually do a mini short video of your product. So if you've got any imperfections, you can basically just sort of film around and show people, and I think they're just amazing. So I've tried this a few times. I wasn't sure at first, like, just because it's different. You know, you've been doing eBay for like years and it's all been pretty much all the same all the time, and suddenly they changed it, and hey presto, it's like totally changed. But let me know what you guys think, whether you sort of like the new format or not. And also wanted to mention as well what's happening with the Royal Mail. I don't know whether you guys ever check your Royal Mail invoices. Basically, invoices get emailed to us, you just look at the value, and I don't really think anything to it. But recently I decided to check the invoices and go through the itemized invoices, and I actually noticed that on the past invoice, a couple of invoices, we have had surcharges for products, right? So I decided to devote half of the day and actually go through all the invoicing in the past, and I actually found for the past like 6 months, Royal Mail have been adding on surcharges to our invoice, basically around between £47 and £53 every invoice, which I thought was a bit ridiculous. And I had a look on the reason they've done the surcharges is because parcels were declared is the wrong weight. So I'll give you an example. We had a parcel that was declared at 2 kilos, and we normally round it up to say 2 kilos. If it's like 1950, we just normally put 2 kilos. They charged us £10 and 75 pence per each one, because apparently they found that the parcel was actually 2 kilos and 15 grams. Are you having a laugh? So they're basically charging us over £10 for the sake of 15 grams. I'm not being funny, but like everybody gives you like whatever is the options there. People give you a 10% chance, 10%, what do you call it, 10% overflow, like whether you're speeding or this or that. So like 15 grams, it's absolutely ridiculous. And a lot of them were between 15 and 30 grams. I'm sure, but your raw mail label probably weighs that. So it's like not being funny, but how do I know that they are not lying? Because every time, like literally every invoice is an average is a £50. It almost looks like they're just, you know, let's just add on 50 quid every time just for the hell's sake of it. So what I've decided I'm going to do, I'm going to tally up all of the parcels that they don't deliver or don't scan on delivery, they have to refund, and then send them an invoice and a surcharge for all the parcels they have lost, which I'm pretty sure are going to add up to far more than what they're charging us for the surcharges of, you know, oversized parcels, which I just think is absolutely ridiculous. So I want to hear if you guys have had any issue with the surcharges and how to combat that. I can't possibly prove, because obviously we sell the multitude of products, I can't possibly prove which product it was that got sent to the customer, but 100% can guarantee that if it was like over 2 kilos, I would not send it with raw mail. We use a UPS as our second option. It's only cost like a couple of pounds more for pretty much a guaranteed next day delivery, so I wouldn't risk our account to undercharge or under-declare the specific weight. And I think that raw mail, frankly, are just taking a piss for the sake of 15 grams and they're stitching the customers. I just think it's really, really unfair. So anyway, please let us know if you do have, and how could you possibly combat that? I don't know. How can we prove anything? Who can we email? Also, we've been, as you all know, the raw mail got rid of all the account managers. So I can't, for love no money, get hold of anybody to change a specific options we want to add on to our OBA account. We've been in touch with raw mail many times. Then you'll have to go in touch with raw mail through Amazon just to be able to add on certain postal services there, and 6 months down the line we still haven't had them. So I think that's just absolute joke. Raw mail needs to get their asses in gear and get the stuff sorted before trying to sort of penalize and invoice us for something that we haven't actually done anything wrong. So there you have it. Anyway, I just thought we'd give you guys an update on what was been happening, and we have bought a couple of pallets, or 5 pallets actually, the other day, so we might do some videos. We'll see how this goes, but anyway, there's an update for you, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you very soon. Bye bye.